Welcome to my Me Time Monday wellness hack on how music improves brain health. This is a Me Time Monday wellness hack, which is part of our self-care in 7 minutes video series. I'm Sherri, gerontologist, author of Me Time Monday, and CEO of the Caregiving Club. While music helps us recall memories, change the way we think, and influence the way we behave, it is also a full brain workout. Researchers have found there is a brain-music connection where listening to music can reduce anxiety, lower blood pressure, and decrease pain, as well as improve sleep quality, mood, mental alertness, and memory. But when we make music by singing along or playing an instrument, we are not only tapping certain parts of our brain for memories or behavior, we are practicing good brain health because music making uses all the regions of the brain simultaneously, especially the visual, auditory, and motor cortexes. When Johns Hopkins medical researchers asked jazz and hip-hop artists to play music while getting a functional MRI, the musicians' brains lit up like fireworks going off. More than any other brain exercise, music making is the ultimate cross-trainer to build better brain function and health. Because musical notes are about the relationships of one note to the next, following the rhythm and tempo means your brain is doing a lot of complex computing. One study found musicians have a 64% less risk of developing Alzheimer's than non-musicians. Also, singing or playing a musical instrument through life is neuroprotective. But even if you start your musical journey later in life, the benefits will last your lifetime. Now, music is the body's natural pain reliever. While music can be like a history tour, such as remembering what tune you loved while in high school, or the song played at your wedding, or some other milestone life event, it can also distract you from pain and fatigue. It can elevate your mood, increase your endurance, and may even promote metabolic efficiency, which is how well the body uses fat as an energy source, according to a recent research study published in Scientific American. Now, music diverts our attention of bodily awareness, the aches and pains of working out or even illness, and it releases those endorphins in the brain. Endorphins give us a heightened feeling of excitement or euphoria, and endorphins are one of the 4 happiness hormones I write about in my Me Time Monday book. Music can also help us when we are feeling blue or having a bad day. While it may sound counterproductive, scientists say that listening to sad music can actually lift your spirits. Whether it's a blues song, a sad country tune, or sadcore, which is a subgenre of alternative rock, ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle felt that listening to sad music helps get us past our feeling blue and is cathartic and helpful. When it comes to waking up, what is the best music for mornings? Well, most people tend to listen to music in the afternoons and evenings between 4 and 8 p.m. But researchers say mornings are made for music to set the tone for your day. If you want to feel confident and on top of the world in the morning, your playlist should have bass, which are low or deep frequency tones from guitar, saxophone, or clarinet. But most importantly, you should have a 100 plus BPM or beats per minute to get your heart pumping. Great examples are Another One Bites the Dust by Queen or Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Now, putting people in the right mood to be productive and active is not new. The famous department store CEO John Wanamaker, for example, installed an organ in his department store in 1909 to energize his employees in the morning. Similarly, a radio program called Music While You Work was developed in the early 1940s to play music for factory workers. You want to use a playlist of songs in the morning that are familiar to you and tunes that don't have complicated lyrics, but rather repeat an easy chorus. Why? Well, our brains are used to concentrating on words, so if the words are familiar, they promote energy. But if it's a new song or complicated new lyrics, then our brains are concentrating on the song and the words rather than energizing our wake-up neurons that promote positive work activity. Now, one area of music health research is called the Mozart effect, and it refers to a popular scientific theory that listening to Mozart's compositions more than any other type of music or even any other classical composer will increase spatial intelligence. While controversial, one thing scientists do agree on is that classical music can be used as a sleep aid. For some, attending an opera or listening to orchestras can lull you to sleep while you are awake. But research suggests classical music actually allows people to travel through all the stages of rapid eye movement, which is REM, and non-REM sleep needed for better health. Studies show listening to classical music before bed calms you to help you awaken, refreshed, and recharged for the next day's adventures. In one study, those who listened to classical music approximately 45 minutes before bedtime had better sleep quality. And even more interesting was that this began on the first night in one of those studies. Now, in another study, women with insomnia went to sleep more quickly after listening to their favorite classical music continuously for 10 nights. And this lasted for the next 30 nights. So choose music with a BPM, again, a beats per minute, of 60 to 80. The reason being is that this corresponds with the body's resting heart rate. My favorite musical sleep aids are Beethoven's String Quartet 14 and Piano Concerto No. 5, Opus 73, or Gabriel Fauré's Pavane. Music therapy is one of the most powerful tools we have for our own health and those for our older loved ones. Mostly, it can instantly create a release of dopamine that triggers the brain's reward center to make us feel pleasure. And again, dopamine is one of our 4 happiness hormones from my Me Time Monday book. Now, music, as Dick Clark once said, is the soundtrack of your life. One thing we know is that music memory is the last region of the brain to atrophy in Alzheimer's patients, making music therapy essential in keeping those with dementia engaged. And for family caregivers who struggle to communicate with dementia loved ones in later stages of the disease, the music-brain connection is a powerful tool. I hope you enjoyed this Me Time Monday wellness hack. Every Monday, I will have a new self-care in 7 minutes video. You can find more information in my book, Me Time Monday, the weekly wellness plan to find balance and joy for a busy life, or visit MeTimeMonday.com or CaregivingClub.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our Caregiving Club YouTube channel to get all the self-care in 7 minutes videos every Monday. Take care and stay well.